damned. That's a new way to spend taxpayers' money.
Oh, pretty airship.
The people's hero. I heard the White House sends him golden toilet paper. As long as he keeps the presidential ass clear of tick trouble.
That's pretty.
Feed him well. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight.
You're not staying for the presentation? The whole institute is in town.
I'll pass on the corporate backpatting session. I don't need another retirement lecture. Here, take this to your father before it wakes up and starts cursing us all to high hell.
Great, so I'll just tell him you've traded killing vampires for swilling cheap bourbon?
Tell him whatever you want.
Fine, skip the presentation. But you ain't getting away from a final drink with me afterwards.
Oh, that's pretty. Except for the US, the massive US symbol on it. That is really pretty.
Home sweet home.
I like. That's not how airships work. I really. Okay, so for a very quick explanation, that is not how Zeppelins work. Most of the passenger compartments for a Zeppelin are held inside the balloon, which a lot of people don't realize. It looks really cool like that, but that would not fly. Or at least it wouldn't fly very well. Can we go look at it? Closer? No? Fine. Ooh, hello. What's this?
As life goes on, we stand guard at the gates.
Daily Mail, September 1893. America will become a cultural force, creating modern masterpieces that rival those of the greatest composers and playwrights of old Europe. President Grover Cleveland at the cornerstone laying ceremony for the Chesterfield Opera. Interesting. Okay.
Mr. Rentier, what a nice surprise.
Uh-huh. Who are you? There's gold, there's bucks, there's dollars. Hey, Rockethead. And then there's one of Neo Cortex's blimps in the Crash games where the balloon is made out of metal plates welded together. I mean, okay, so like, here's the thing. Technically speaking, you could armor plate a Zeppelin. Technically speaking. You'd have to make it very lightweight armor. Because essentially what you're doing with a Zeppelin is you are filling the main gas cells with a substance that is lighter than air. And that is offsetting the weight of the structure itself. The two gases that we know can do this, hydrogen and helium. There are science fiction ideas about using a vacuum. So vacuum spheres are a science fiction idea to actually create Zeppelins. Because the idea is a vacuum is technically lighter than any of those gases because there's nothing there. However, the main problem with vacuum spheres is the fact that if the vacuum is strong enough, the sphere just kind of collapses. So you can't use gas cells for it because they're fabric. And you can't use anything that's not really heavy because it kind of has to be heavy to be strong enough to stop itself from collapsing in on itself when you put the vacuum in. There are a lot of science fiction ideas concerning Zeppelins and airships. The real life ones, though, sadly, only helium and hydrogen, and one of those is incredibly volatile, even though it's technically the better one to use. Hydrogen is also incredibly volatile and generally quite dangerous, whereas helium isn't quite as strong as hydrogen, but it's safer. But it's in limited supply as well, so you can't really use it because helium is finite. Hydrogen is not,
At ease, boys.
but it
My
is
father
also
in his office.
a lot
He is.
more dangerous.
How did it go? Did you get that big fangster you were after?
Hello, sir. Director Rentier spares no expense to improve those gauntlets.
That's nice to know, but not what I'm just looking for. Ooh, hello. RI Files. Allow me to convey, on behalf of the President of the United States, Benjamin Harrison, my warmest congratulations on Rentier's Institute's 75th anniversary. Opening 50th branch of the Institute, which coincides with the celebration, is a true mark of importance that this fine institution has in our great country. I am more than confident that Director Rentier's visionary leadership will continue to protect our citizens from any supernatural forces we can encounter. Yours truly, Secretary of War, Stephen Benton Elkins. P.S. We are going to attend the reception together with D.C. Rentier's Institute Outpost Director, Mr. Edward Jones. I hope you don't mind letting him leave his post for this well-deserved celebration. So it's interesting the parallels that you can draw. The Rentier Institute, obviously French in origin, considering the
Director Rentier sure looks edgy. Something's up. I can smell
considering the name of the family. The parallels you can actually draw between Rentier
Mr.
and
Rentier,
Belmont,
you remember me?
which are the Castlevania family of vampire hunters. Hello, what's this?
From my first year of cadet training. I'm the shortest one of the bunch. The very next year, I grew like a weed. Had to buy all new pants.
Huh. Interesting. So, the second one from the right would be Jesse, I guess. Alright. I'm assuming that's my destination, so let's not go in there yet. Because there is more stuff to find. What's
Edgar
this?
and my father in the Civil War. Right before the bloody Battle of the Wilderness, Central Virginia. His life changed forever during that fight. Highborn nearly killed him. Badly tore up his leg. Edgar carried him in the dead of night across enemy lines to a field hospital, but the surgeon could only do so much. After that, Dad could no longer function in the field.
Interesting. So that's Edgar and William, I guess. Who's just leaving bags full of papers everywhere?
Heavy as hell.
Silver Gauntlet. First prototype, 1883. I guess this is a prototype of what we're wearing? Which, honestly, yeah, it does look heavy as hell. Like, that
Where
looks
the hell you
ridiculous to
been? Thought
carry
you got
around.
bitten by some tick.
I can tell why Jesse, like, he moves one arm when he's running, but the other one just kind of hangs and sort of hangs behind him, because that thing does not look comfortable to wear, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, any more collectibles? Oh yes, one more.
Officially, they called it a cholera epidemic, but truth was they were dealing with a terrible outbreak of amateur necromancy. The entire institute was engaged in the hunt.
Wait, isn't that Abraham Lincoln? Okay.
Sir,
This man looks angry.
with you.
He sends his regards. He's afraid you'll try and talk him out of retirement again.
I don't believe either of us want that.
You know he did risk his life to get this for you.
That's Harrow's trinket. I'm sure you'll both be rewarded accordingly.
Edgar isn't some civilian looking for a medal. This is all he knows. Your institute saw to that.
My institute? This isn't about Agent Gravener, Jesse. We are on the cusp of great progress. Great change. Today's presentation is of critical importance to the family. After which...
Edgar is family.
After which, I expect you to step up to your duties here at the manor.
With all due respect, Director, I am a field agent, not a paper pusher.
You're a rentier!
Ooh.
Why must you always
Don't
make
break
me
the thing.
spoon feed these things to you, Jesse? There are bigger things at work here than running around in caves slaying beasts. I do believe someday soon you will see it my way. And if you don't, it's my responsibility to force that change. Now,
I don't like you.
I must prepare for the presentation.
I don't like you one bit, actually, sir. You are unpleasant.
And send someone in here to clean up this mess.
Oh boy. Can I... No. There's nothing interesting
Mr.
in that?
Rentier, Agent Feathers is waiting for you in the lobby.
Wait, who the fuck is this?
You're just in time. The presentation should be starting soon.
What do you got for me
I
this
like
time?
you. You've got an ace of spades in your hat. That's cool. Oh, hello. Use bucks to buy upgrades. Use Z and C to navigate between weapon categories. Buy an upgrade to continue. Interesting. So, we've got upgrades for... Wait, what is this? So, Rentier Gauntlet, Rentier Revolver, Agent Tools, like the healing dispenser, followed by Rentier Rifle, and then, I guess, like, 5 more categories? Like 2 here and 3 on the next screen? Okay. Mid-air shot. Not feeling that. Do not disturb. Healing is now followed with a short 5-second invulnerability. Yes, please. That sounds wonderful. That costs 3,000. That costs 2,650. Damn. The first spark. After the destruction of the Belmontville Temple, Jesse and Edgar head back to the manor, the headquarters of the Rentier Institute. This venerable monster hunting organization is led by Jesse's father, William Rentier. They carry with them a trophy of vampire nobility, the head of Peter the Ban. Jesse is counting on an audience with his father, who's about to present a new and deadly invention to the assembled crowd, an electrical device designed to not only destroy vampires, but shatter the vampiric illusions they create, called glamours. Oh, interesting. It gives me a count of what is in the area. Ah, okay, that's cool. I can actually see what I need to gather. So I guess this is lore, this is chest, and this is money. So I can actually tell when there is something that I could gather and when there isn't. So I missed 2 of those. I missed money for the most part, and some lore. Jesse Rentier, Edgar Gravenor, Chester Morgan, Peter Dabano, Vampire Highborn, ooh, okay. Screeching Devil, Servant Sharp, Shooter and Gunslinger. President Lincoln and William Rentier. Okay, I see. So there's a little bit of money around here somewhere.
Veil of Secrets.
Daily Mail, June 1894. Unexplained creature sightings in Richmond, California. Well, alright then. Do I need to worry about suddenly getting swept into a cutscene, or can I explore at my leisure? Okay, no, that's direction of the cutscene. Got it. So where is a direction of the money that I haven't found yet? Can I go outside? Oh, yes, I can. Good. So where is the money that I have not yet found? Is there some down this way? Oh. Aww. Invisible walls. Rude. I wanted to explore the gardens. Well, I mean, realistically, I want to explore that thing, but I don't think I'm allowed. God damn it. Apparently, there's quite a few invisible walls.
This is huge. Did you see that airship? All the big shots from DC don't come here for no reason.
Word is, the director's gonna show off a new version of the Gauntlet. But, I mean, you didn't hear that from me.
Okay, I can't really see anything else, so I have to assume that
Gravener by the stables.
this stuff is further on in the
I
level.
heard Gravener's
Although there
finally
is something here.
Father in all his directorial glory. The artist who painted the portrait, what was his name? Philomen Cole? He was so curious about those gauntlets. Word came back that he talked about them in a local pub, and Father had to give him a very stern talking to. Scared the living piss out of him. Father was a very private person. I'm surprised he ever consented to even pose for this portrait. You can see by the look in his eyes he wasn't too happy about it.
Okay. I'm guessing
Good to see you back, sir.
the next few dollars are a bit further ahead.
Gentlemen, if you'll take your seats. And, welcome. Yeah, I'm Assistant Secretary of War, James Harrow. President Cleveland wants you to know how appreciative we are of the vital service the Rentier Institute performs, defending our great country from monsters of all shapes and sizes. He also wanted me to make sure you're not blowing all our money on Mexican Monty. But that's another conversation.
I don't like you, sir. I don't like you at all.
Yes, quite. Well, as I say, keep up the good work. God bless you all, and God bless America.
Thank you all for gathering here tonight. It's rare we gather in such numbers, but I believe great progress calls for momentous celebration. Our efforts in the fight against the sanguisuga's spread have too often been baffled by the creature's most insidious weapon, their so-called glamours. These impenetrable illusions have allowed countless fiends to slip through our grasp for too long. That ends now. Agent Rentier, we've upgraded the standard field agent's gauntlet with something our science bots have affectionately named the Zapper. Not exactly an elegant name, but it does the trick. When triggered, the Zapper sends out an electrical impulse that shatters any nearby sanguisuga's glamours forthwith, eliminating what is not and leaving only what is. Once finished, these new gauntlets will be distributed to cells nationwide post-haste, allowing us to sweep our respective territories for glamored nooks and crannies. This is the beginning of a new age, gentlemen. Armed with this gauntlet, there is no way our enemy can surprise us.
I think we might have gotten surprised. Just a little bit.